buy a house, but you have no idea where to start? I'm Zeli, I'm a first-time buyer, and if, like me, you feel overwhelmed by the confusing process, you've come to the right place. Luckily, I work for a mortgage broker, which means I can ask my colleague Mansi for help. After all, it's her literal job to check the whole market for the best deals.
That's right, Zeli. I'm Mansi, the lead mortgage advisor at Koodoo, which is a whole-of-market mortgage broker and offers independent mortgage advice. In this series, I'm going to help you explain the house buying process from start to finish, to help you get your finances in shape and help you avoid the common mortgage mistakes. I know it can feel a bit overwhelming, but my job is to help you navigate the process.
Thank you so much, Mansi. I have so many questions. I'm looking to buy my first home, but I have no idea where to start. So what should I do? Where do I start?
So the very first thing you should start with, cleaning your finances. Financial cleanliness is really important when it comes to, buying a house, getting ready for it. Get yourself registered and obtain a credit report.
Okay. And where do you get a credit report? Is it just available online or?
Yep. It's all available online. You can get yourself registered with companies like Experian, Equifax, Check My File. Check for any inconsistencies if there are, because this is the right time to correct those. And get your, credit rating in shape. The next bit you can do, paying off any outstanding debts that you've got in your name, if possible. If not, making sure you're regularly paying them off and keeping all the payments up to date. Because this reflects to the lender that how well you can manage your finances.
That I'm responsible with the amount of money they want to lend me.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. So what would be like irregular things in your credit score? What should I be looking out for?
The very first thing is not being registered on an electoral roll. This is very crucial because that can boost your scores significantly once you get yourself registered. So always check that.
Great.
Other things could be, you recently, for example, I had one of the buyer where they changed the rental properties in the past, and because of the changeover of address, they water company kept on taking out the direct debits, and that got registered as in arrears. That impacted the credit score significantly. So these are the kind of examples I would say just is better to look out at the very start once you're getting ready to get into this home buying process, because you've always got time to get those corrected if needed to be.
That's so important. I had no idea how much your being on the electoral roll impacts your credit score. Definitely, that's a really good one to know.
Yes, to be very honest, Zeli, there are so many people, especially first-time buyers, they don't know the significance of getting registered just on the electoral roll, and it does help you to boost the scores. And the final thing, Zeli, you can do is set up a budget. So if you're saving up regularly to achieve a certain amount of budget, make sure you keep on doing it dedicatedly. And this will demonstrate to the lender that yes, you're a responsible borrower and you can manage your finances really well.
So you need to make a budget, stick to it, and make sure my finances are in a good place.
Definitely.
Got it. Awesome. So there's loads of things I've obviously seen and read online that you should definitely not do when you're looking to buy your first home. And how can I avoid those common mistakes?
So the very first thing you should not do when you are getting ready to get on the property ladder is making large purchases. You're excited, you're looking to buy a new house and you want to buy that big car as well, So just be careful getting into these significant credit commitments, because this can impact your overall borrowing.
That makes sense.
Significantly. So make sure, because I've had one experience, they got into a hire purchase agreement just before running up to, getting on the property ladder, and it impacted the borrowing massively. So you don't want to be in that situation.
That's such a good thing to know, because obviously when you're buying a new home, you're just excited, so you want to buy everything that goes along with it, furniture, cars.
Exactly.
Okay, so it makes sense. No big purchases before I apply. Fab.
Changing jobs often, constantly. So make sure, if you are, it's okay to change jobs, but not that frequently, because that can reflect to the lender as if there's a bit of instability in terms of income and how you can manage those finances if you keep on changing the jobs. So be careful with that. Not shopping around.
Okay.
Just sticking with your bank.
Yeah.
You can, speak with a mortgage broker who've got access to, hundreds of lenders out there. They can take your personal circumstances to those lenders and find you the most suitable mortgage options.
No.
So always, consider. And then underestimating and not budgeting the closing costs, because when you are coming up to buying a house, it's not just the deposit you need to save up for.
Yeah.
There are all other, costs associated with house buying process, like legal costs, survey cost, moving costs, for example. So don't underestimate and keep on budgeting.
So good to know that. I also heard that you have to be really careful when you're sending and transferring money over to your friends. So obviously when you're transferring money to your friends, you have the nicknames for them. Could that impact how you apply for when you buy a house?
So be careful with the references when you're transferring money across your account.
So only serious names, no nicknames.
Yeah, because as a part of the mortgage lending underwriting, underwriters will require bank statements, and they will need to run through all the transactions that you've got. So just be careful with those references.
That's fair. I mean, when my boyfriend transfers me money, he goes smooches in the reference. So let's not do that anymore. Okay, got it. Perfect. So where can I get some more advice if I need it?
Always speak with a mortgage broker, because as I mentioned earlier, they can consider your personal situation, circumstances, your preferences for a mortgage, and find you the best suitable mortgage. And most importantly, you can utilize all those credible online resources online, such as Times Money Mentor articles, forums, so you can always refer to them.
Thank you so much, Mansi. I feel so much more prepared. You can also head to the Times Money Mentor website. There's loads of more additional resources if you need it.